So I'm here to give some free advice. I'm feeling very generous as a guy who was told by a good friend of mine that I should work for WWE or should help them or whatever. And I I made a video earlier, about a week ago or so, about bringing in freestyle rappers and bringing in stand-up comedians to help with the wrestlers with cutting promos because they have the ability to work the mic and can ad lib, and that's a skill that I think is missing from a lot of these guys. That's why LA Knight just looks so good to so many fans because he's capable of doing that the way that so many can't. But I'm going to give out some more free advice. Triple H, TKO, anybody who's listening, I am here for you, bro. If you want me to come in, I will help. I have ideas for stories. I can cut promos. I'm just a lifelong fan. I got a quick trigger in my mouth, and I'm all talk, no walk, so I can certainly help you out. Yeah, no, I said that the way I meant it to be said. I probably should have been a manager in wrestling in another life. But yeah, I don't pay for the YouTube Premium. Sorry, folks. Um, so let me give you some free advice. All right, if I'm WWE to make this interesting, because a lot of fans are complaining, there's two things I'm doing. Number one, Sami Zayn promo Monday Night Raw. He comes out tonight. He gets on the mic. All right, and this is where he does it, or I do it as his manager. Right, but all kidding aside, I don't work there. I work at a bank. Um, this is how I do it. Sami Zayn, he gets on the mic and he says, I, Sami Zayn, S to the Z, the OG Oos, is your WWE World Heavyweight Champion. This title, this championship, this is for all the guys out there that busted their ass for 10, 15, 20 years in this business and never sniffed this opportunity, never sniffed the WWE title. This is for everyone who's been at a crossroads. And I'm not talking about Cody. This is for all the superstars who shine with the high beams of Hollywood's LA Knights. This is for all of you. This is for everybody. And I'll tell you why. Because the crowd at this point would be clapping and cheering and excited. This is for everyone because this is as close as you will get to leveling up to Sami Zayn, WWE Champion. And now the fans will be a little confused, huh? What are you saying, bro? What are you saying? And then Sami looks at the crowd and he says, don't you get it? Those bums couldn't lace my boots. In this ring, LA Knight, yeah, he shines bright, but he's a few light bulbs short of a chandelier because he can't touch me. And the reason that some people's roads take them down the path of headed straight to the dumpster ranks, working the bingo halls, is because they can't handle Sami Zayn. And I didn't need to turn in their direction to become a champion. No, no, no. I needed to stay the course my way. So for all those who wanted to rock with me when I was up, but didn't hang with me when I was down, and for all those bums who can't touch me in this company, out of this company, in this ring, behind that curtain, and everywhere else in this damn company, Sami Zayn is your WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And that is forever, Oos. And if you're curious, I made that promo up about 2 seconds ago. I cut that from the heart because I envisioned myself as Sami, and then I envisioned myself as what is more valuable to the company. Smiling and crying over being champion, or raging out on everyone, the fans, the company, and other wrestlers. And then, if you really want to get nasty, the promo could go on. And he could say, there are some of you out there that think that the way that I believe that my personal faith had something to do with me winning. And I'll tell you this. Checks have been cashed that have been much bigger to pray for the Lord's help in winning wrestling matches. But there is no deity on this planet or in this universe that could have stopped Sami Zayn from winning that title. I didn't win because of who I pray to and how I pray. I won because I'm the best damn wrestler this company's ever seen. If he wanted to go there, he could go there. Now, I'm not sure personally I would. I don't know. I don't like to get into the religious stuff. But he could zing him a little bit on it, right? Because people will throw that out there. They'll say, oh, this was just placating to the crowd or whatever. So he could throw that out there. I'm just saying, if you want to go there, you go there. See, if I worked at the company, I would give it to Sami and say, I don't know if you want to go there. I probably wouldn't do it. But if you're feeling it, go ahead. You know, maybe if you're in Minnesota, if you're in some place where it's been sensitive, you could go there and you could say, now I know that's going to piss some of you off because some of you have a little phobia of the way I pray. Well, that's too damn bad. Suck on that bacon. You know, just, you could zing them. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you need people that could get rude and aggressive on the mic. Because the microphone is what sells the business, not the in-ring action. The in-ring action is very important, but you have to sell it with emotion. And I would give him this material, and I'm putting this material out there, WWE. I'm taking credit ahead of time, but I'm giving you this material. Triple H, any of the writers, any of the big YouTubers that the wrestling business pays attention to, whatever. And Tony Khan, I'm throwing it out there, brother. I'm out there. If you want somebody who could cut, I have a gift of gab. I'm good at quick insults. I'm versed in economics, business, politics, history, and I'm pretty articulate. And I'm saying this because I think my gift to the world and to wrestling is my ability to quickly insult people, to quickly attack people on the mic. And I think that would be where I could help wrestlers who aren't as good at this stuff. I could come up with this material. But the most important thing is for Sami, I think the first little batch of material I gave him, go out, be proud, acknowledge, and then pull the rug. And I'll tell you something else. One thing we learned from the era of Stone Cold and The Rock, pulling the rug doesn't mean negative heeled, can't sell a t-shirt. It just may add the spice that he needs to his character to make him more believable. Because I think what a lot of people don't like about him, for those that don't like him, is that they think that they can kick his ass and they think that he's not believable. And for him, I think what he has to get across is that there's a rage inside of him that you don't have. That he didn't work all those years in this business because he's just a nice guy who'll kiss and hug you. That he's got something inside you don't have. And that has to come out. Triple H probably sees that in him because Triple H can relate to Sami because he did that. He worked on the road. He took all those bumps. I didn't. So I can't relate to that. But we have to get that across to the viewing audience. What makes this guy tick? And I think what I said taps into what makes this guy tick. So that's my free advice to WWE. That's my free advice for Sami specifically. This is for you, buddy. I'm giving you some free material. You can run with it, copy it. I just want to make it known to WWE, Triple H. One of my friends, one of my best friends actually, has a buddy who's a writer there. We don't know each other. He doesn't know me from Adam, but I'm willing to give material and to help out. AEW, Tony Khan, call me, brother. I could come up with. I'll tell you. My interview would be 10 minutes. All you got to do is put someone on the screen or play 2 seconds of material from their in-ring work, whatever, their song, their look, their name, and give me a minute to insult them. And I'll do that for anybody at any point, anytime, anywhere. I will cut live promos on anyone, and that's how I'll prove my value to the wrestling business. And trust me, I got a lot to say. And I'll tell you this, I'll give you a little bonus. If I'm WWE, I'm running someone out to the ring, maybe a group, to represent the board of directors of TKO. And I'm letting everybody know that the three most dangerous letters in wrestling used to be RKO, but the three most dangerous letters now in wrestling are TKO. Because they will make and they will absolutely break everybody's career. Thanks, everybody. More to come.